All right, good afternoon. This is Ms. Haggart. You're on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Would you introduce yourself? Please tell us your name and your current mailing address.
Kara Taggart, 2570 South River Bend Road, Cottonwood, Arizona, 86326.
All right, thank you. And you're here today seeking a pardon with restoration of firearms for a conviction in East Baton Rouge Parish, April 1995, for simple robbery.
Yes, ma'am.
Sentencing was deferred. You received a 5-year probation sentence, and that was revoked. So then your sentence was then in 1996, November of 1996, you received a 6-year hard labor sentence. Is that information correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your case today has been assigned to Mrs. Stapleton. I'm going to turn it over to her.
Yes, ma'am. I ran into some problems with your application. On the form, it says if applicant was placed on parole and probation supervision, was the period of supervision revoked for any reason? And the answer to that should have been yes, twice. Did it just slip your mind?
Yeah, I thought it was the last time is what it was referring to when I got out in 2002. My apologies.
Okay, because let's see, in 1996, your probation was revoked, and then you were you were revoked again. You had a new arrest of DUI and battery on a police officer, so you were revoked. So and then I have extreme victim opposition for the one that happened, and she is very upset about the possibility of you getting a pardon. So I've got two things: the revocations and the extreme victim opposition. Does anybody else? Other people may have questions.
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer King. Is there? Oh yeah, Jennifer King. Would you like to speak, please?
On chat.
Sure. Yeah, yes, thank you guys for allowing me to be here today. This is very hard for me. It's been over 30 years since this crime was committed. I was a college student at LSU at the time. So I would like to just point out that she lied on her application about the extent of the crime committed against me back in October of 1994. She says it was a robbery, which is what the charges were dropped by me at the time down. So it was an aggravated carjacking. She had a weapon. She had a knife, which she fails to mention on the application. So it's not a robbery. It was carjacking at knife point. I was leaving the Taco Bell on Highland Road. I live in South Carolina now. Have no idea if it's still there. But she and her partner at the time threw me out of the vehicle at knife point, left me on the road, sped off down Highland Road, ended up crashing my car, rendering it inoperable, into another vehicle at Fraternity Circle. So her description of the events is largely minimized and inaccurate. And I found that to be very hard to read, quite honestly, because I gave her and Mr. Slinker, her partner, a lot of grace at the time because I was 20 years old. She was close to my age at the time. And as I said, I was a college student and felt like everybody makes mistakes. I'm a Christian. I believe in forgiveness. But her bringing this whole thing back up and then finding out her subsequent violations and then, again, lying on the application is why I feel so vehemently that this pardon should be denied.
Yeah, thank you for being able to speak to us today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you again for allowing me to appear.
Okay, so Ms. Taggart, what would you like to say, ma'am?
I would just like to say that it's been over 20 years since I've been out of prison, and I have been 20 years almost at my job, contributing to society, not breaking the law. And I don't I did not have a knife. I don't want to argue with her. It was not in the police report. I got in the passenger side of the vehicle after Raymond Slinker walked up to the car and took her out and said to get in. I got in the passenger side. I don't know where this knife is coming from. We had just left a bar. No weapon was involved in this at all. And I'm a productive member of society. I don't want this to be hanging over my head any longer. I've did my time, and I am productive at like I said, I've been at my job almost 20 years, and homeowner, taxpayer. I just think that I have done the right thing.
Do you remember the revocations?
Yes, I do. One in 96 and one in 99, I believe.
And the question on is, have you ever been revoked for any reason? And you put no.
I didn't mean to lie on the application. You guys have full history of my record. I thought it was talking about the last time that I got out of prison. I apologize for that.
Okay, well, I understand your apology and everything, but it still is what it said. And then the case was that it was pled down to what she said. And it was a case of aggravated. Does anybody else want to say anything? Okay,
May I say one more thing, ma'am?
ma'am.
Am I allowed to say anything else?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
She talks about wanting to put this behind her, but if you read my victim impact statement, I don't appreciate her bringing this back up for me. I don't get in my car without making sure that my doors are locked. That was my mistake that night because my car doors were not locked when I was at that light on Highland. I won't drive at night by myself anymore because this happened. I had just gone out to get myself a study snack. I was a law-abiding citizen. Why is she bringing this back up for me? Because she wants to buy a gun? I'm a Second Amendment supporter. But why is she bringing this back up for me? That's what I don't. And then she lies and minimizes so she can get her way. I'm sorry. I have a very hard time with this.
I understand. Okay, well, thank you very much, okay? Okay, so this was sent to me by Pardon and Parole that the answer to the question was she revoked for any reason. This is totally, and she put no, this is totally and completely incorrect. She was indeed placed on probation for the simple robbery of 4495, originally billed as carjacking. For non-compliance and disregard of probation, including a new arrest for DUI and battery on a police officer, she was revoked 11/21/1996. There's no gray area on this. So.
All right, we're ready to vote?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Stapleton?
Okay, my vote today, based upon victim opposition and also the incorrect answer on the application, because you were revoked, is to not grant.
Mr. Prater?
My vote is to deny, and because it's a violent crime and victim opposition.
Mr. Freeman?
My vote is to grant. It's been over 20 years. That is an extraordinary cleansing period.
Pardon with firearm?
No foul.
Pardon without firearm?
Without, no foul.
Mr. Tillett?
Violent.
I concur with Mr. Freeman.
My vote is to deny based on the false information contained in the application. So today, ma'am, your application has been denied. Good luck to you.